You remember the long-running cartoon series Rugrats? A typical family with kids and all sorts of chaos going on, but the story lies from the views of the children. Naturally, there will be a video game based on the series like this one for the Game Boy Advance, Rugrats Castle Capers. But is this one worth playing? Let's have a little look. So what's the story with this game? Well, Grandpa has been assigned to babysitting duties but soon falls asleep, leaving the kids to play, while Stu goes out to get more parts for the playset he's building. Angelica has claimed the playset and declared herself queen, and taken away certain toys which you must retrieve from various levels. The characters you can choose from are Tommy, Chucky, Kimmy, Phil, Lil and Dill. The main hub world has 6 stages to choose from which can be played in any order. There's a variety of enemies that are unique to each level, and how do you think you defeat them? By jumping on the head? Nope. Throwing an item to knock them off the screen? No, well, kind of. You just feed them. Throwing an item of food in front of an enemy will make them stop and eat. I suppose it can't be violent, being a child's imagination, but it would have been nice to be able to remove them from the screen altogether. There's items to collect in each level, although they are not essential. They range from cookies to dummies. You can see how many there are in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Your life meter is represented by nappies, which are in the top left corner of the screen. Once these are gone, it's a big fat game over. For something that's aimed at kids, the nappies are very scarce, making the difficulty of the game increase dramatically. In some parts of the level, you may find another baby to join you. They can become useful to jump to inaccessible areas. By pressing up when you stood still, you can climb on top of the other character and jump from there. The game physics for this game could have done with a little bit of tweaking, as trying to stay on a platform can be tricky. You may find yourself pushing buttons left and right quite hard to gain some stability, and sometimes jumping from a platform to platform can be a hit and miss situation. For example, there's a platform in the Clockwork Babies level that's just at the height of your jump, and I found that the majority of the time the character will clip through it, making the boss battle a real challenge. It's not just the poor jumps that knock this game. Just look at this level with the flying carpet. Pressing up and down make your character and the screen scroll too, making your eyes sting. If you look at Aladdin for example, how smooth the scrolling is, even at high speed it doesn't fuck your head up. But this is just terrible and could be made to run so much smoother. The boss battles can be a real head scratcher, as knowing what to do isn't obvious. Your first instinct to attack is to jump on Angelica's head or throw an item at her or the enemies around her, but that's not it at all in some cases. For the likes of the gingerbread men coming at you, you must throw food at them, and after they've eaten they'll disappear. It's only when she's ran out of gingerbread men that the level is complete. And in Snow Problem, she will attack by blowing gusts of wind at you. Again, you don't need to attack her, you just have to avoid her until she's run out of breath. That's it. Level complete. But if you didn't know this, then you're going to waste a lot of your time and hit points trying to attack her in some other way. Maybe a brief description before you go up against her would have helped. A simple cutscene to give you a clue would have been perfect for this. Each level looks stunning, there's plenty of detail and colours to satisfy the eyes, but does that make this a good game? Kind of. Just on appearance alone, this looks like a great game. It's a nice little platformer that seems to appeal to a younger audience, or people like me who love platform games. But the game physics really let this thing down. It's still a good game for a short while, but when you start falling from platforms back to the lower level, and getting hit due to bad screen scrolling, it can really put you off playing. This game isn't all that bad. I mean, it looks great, but there's a few problems with the controls of the character. If these had been addressed, it would have been a lot more fun to play. Overall, with some issues aside, this is still an above average game.